Okay, we're gonna try this tutorial. I've propped up my phone and we're gonna try it out. I have my HP laptop, very tiny. It was originally a touchscreen, but it is no longer because there's a crack in it. So it's not touchscreen right now. I haven't had time to replace it. You can still use the touchpad and you can still use the mouse, which I will plug in here in just a second. In fact, I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so this mouse will work with this computer. When you power the computer on, okay, it does not need the battery. The battery lasts for 6+ hours. Now the battery, if you look at the charger up in the upper left-hand corner, it says HP. That's how you know it's for the computer, okay? The scanner is different. It's from Epson. And so the Epson power charger will say Epson on it. And I don't know if you can see that, but it actually says Epson here. So make sure you don't switch the two up. They're usually very specific, okay? Normally when I go to the Capitol or LOB, I don't use the laptop charger. It's usually charged up because I do that. But I usually charge it beforehand, and I'm about to charge it after this video. When you boot up, it comes to a screen with my name and it asks for a PIN number. The PIN number is 5150, okay? 5150, which means crazy in police code, all right? So once you type in 5150, it brings you to Windows, okay? So what you have are a few things, and let me close I'm closing all this because I was just in a sleep mode. I didn't shut down, okay? For the scanner, you don't actually need anything. Here's what you don't need anything open specifically. What you need is this cable. It is a USB 3 cable, okay? It's got 2 ends, and this is really important. First of all, this is the end that goes in the scanner. By the way, this is the scanner. It's the Epson ES200, okay? This end goes in the scanner. It's very specific and it's very touchy to get it in. This end goes into the laptop. It's the USB port, but it must go on this side. It is called USB 3, and you probably can't see it because this sucks. This lighting sucks. But this says, it's a USB symbol, but it says SS on it, and I don't know what it stands for. I can't remember, but it's specifically a USB 3 cable, not a USB 2. There are USB ports on this side, but they are not USB 3. You have to put it on this side, and what this buys you is, if you do not have access to a power plug, this USB 3 can also power the scanner, okay? So, what you can do is, oh, by the way, I guess I should tell you, you can power the scanner so it doesn't need to be plugged into AC power. It is much slower, okay? So when it's plugged in, you can get, I think, 25 pages a minute scanning. Without it, you might get 9. So there is a distinct difference between the two. But when you're only scanning a few pages and you don't have a lot of space, it works just great, okay? So this is the scanner, again, Epson, okay? You want to plug it in to this side of the laptop. You want to plug in the back here. If possible, you plug in the AC power back here. But here's what the scanner does. I don't know what my computer's doing. Again, the laptop is cracked, so it's a little touchy. But you're going to open the laptop like that. You're going to pull this up so it holds the paper. You're going to pull these out because they are paper guides. Okay, they hold the paper in the right place. And then you're going to turn it on. Okay, and you'll see it blinking. All right, now when you want to scan stuff, all you have to do, okay, oops, I moved my camera. Hopefully it's still working. Okay, so when you want to scan stuff, there is a dim blue light on right now, and I don't know if you can tell that from the video, but when you put a piece of paper in fact, I'm checking the video. Hang on, I'm gonna hold this up for a second. there is a dim blue light right here after you've powered it on. In fact, let me power it off. Okay, that's off. All right, that's on. And it's thinking about it. What you want, think of this as a fax machine. So if this is the item you want to scan, you put it like a fax machine. You flip it over and you turn it face down, and you can adjust the guides, okay? It will capture both front and back, but you need the front side to go face down. So the first page, the top of the page is down and it's faced in, okay? Notice, by the way, the light, dim, whoops, dim, bright, dim, oops, sorry. Anyway, the light gets brighter when the item is in the document feeder correctly. You have got to take staples out. If you get staples or if something misfeeds, this is the stop button right here. Press stop, and then you can lift this up and take the documents out. Okay. Okay. And then you would refeed this. Now, all you have to do, there's nothing to do on the computer. When you want to scan, all you do is press the scan button. Okay? You press the scan button. This is the scan speed when you do not have it plugged in. It is much faster when you plug it in. Okay? But that's the scan speed. It scans both sides. It asks you if you want to save it. If you have multiple pages, don't worry about this select action page. All you have to do is, if you want to scan more, you don't even have to say back. You just put the next round of papers in and you press scan. So we had 2 pages, and now it's going to scan 2 more pages, even though it's the same page. Okay. So now we have 4 pages. It automatically goes to select action, but you can just press the scan button. Again, you do not have to press this back button, okay? When you're ready to save it, you're gonna press save, and you're gonna save it as a PDF file, okay? And I know you know how to do that. But what I do wanna point out is, if something happens and you have to, if you have to scan a page that is a weird color and it's just not coming out in black and white, these are all great, and you can look through all these pages and see that they're great, but some of them don't come out well, like pink pages. In that case, you want to go up to settings in the upper right-hand corner, okay? So you're gonna pick settings. You're gonna go to scan settings. And you are gonna want to choose grayscale as opposed to black and white. I don't know if you can see that on my monitor, but I'm gonna pull down the menu and that will help. You will either want color or grayscale, okay? You pick one of those, you press save, you scan that page or whatever pages are color, and then you go back into settings and you set it back to black and white, okay? And from there, it goes back to black and white, but that way you're not making your file sizes too big, okay? All right, and once you're done, again, it prompts you to save your file, and you can save it, no problem. Here's the caveat with this laptop. Because this screen is broken, sometimes this crack causes really weird things to happen where you cannot use the mouse or anything. If the mouse gets stuck somehow, it's a touch screen that's broken, so sometimes you just have to squeeze the screen. And when you squeeze it, it figures out what it's doing. Okay, so here's actually a good example. So I'm trying to move my mouse and it's not doing anything. So I'm gonna squeeze the screen around where it is. It's still not working. I'm gonna squeeze somewhere else. I'm gonna keep squeezing. It'll eventually work. Just know that there is a problem because this is broken. Do I wanna delete the selected images? No, I don't. Okay. So the mouse is now free somehow, and you can use the touchpad to move like I'm doing, okay? So that's the tutorial. The scanner moves much faster with the power supply, okay? When you are done, you need to turn the power supply off or the scanner off. And in fact, you have to hold it down. Okay, hold it down, tuck in your paper guards, pull down the tops, close it up, unplug, unplug, put it back in the laptop, okay? The computer you can just close up after you're done saving. It's still on, but it's gonna go into a sleep state. However, you can either shut it down eventually or you can just plug it in and charge it up. I usually never shut it down, which is fine. Again, when you go to do this and you open the laptop up again, you press the space bar to get to your password. Then you get your password, 5150, okay? And then everything's saved. If you don't have the save window and you need to save a document, you can still click next and save your file, okay? It'll take you back to that. You can say save. It'll ask you what you want to call your file here and where you want to save it. And I know you know how to do that, okay? Super simple. Hope you don't have any problems. If you do, I have free data and text, and you can always call me. I'll have an international plan as well, all right? I will post this somewhere and send it to you, and if you have any questions, let me know. All right, thanks, bye.